How is everybody? Great?
Good.
How you doing?
It's nice over here in the shade. Is this where you were hiding out the whole time? Must be nice. Good. So, yeah, I thought a good day 5, I think we're on right now. Guys did a really nice job today. I thought it just keeps getting better and better, and that's what it's got to be. It got cleaner in the procedural things. It's physical as can be right now, which is great. And then when it's time to make some plays, we're doing a good job of that on both sides of the ball. A lot of different, pressures being thrown at this offense right now, and obviously that won't necessarily be the case, but I like the way that they're able to handle it, understand how they get out of it, understand what plays to get to, and I think there's a lot on that quarterback's plate, and I think he's doing a really good job of managing that. Just got to keep connecting a little bit better downfield, but that's all part of the growing process here. But I like being out here. I think this was a big part of it, was us just continue to build connectivity, reteach our systems, and then just continue to develop on a day-to-day basis, and that's ultimately, what camp's about. But being away, sharing a hotel with everybody, it's, I think a little bit in an outside area, I think, helps quite a bit. So, whatever you guys got.
Would you pick this spot, or did somebody suggest it?
I had a couple spots in mind, but this is what ended up being the best. So we looked at 2 different, and we were like on Google Maps, like looking from above to figure out what we think would be good. And we were looking at places that had, a junior college, a high school field we could use, where there'd be a hotel centrally located. But it ended up this, being a really good setup.
So you got a little bit of tan the last few days.
Man, I'm gonna have to start wearing a bucket hat like that at some point. You can't laugh at me if I do, but that would be. The sun's pretty brutal.
How does the structure of this camp compare to what you've done previously at James Madison, Holy Cross, and is there anything you've had to tweak, being at this level?
No, it's just that the nights are a little bit later because of the drive over here. That it's 20 minutes. This morning was a little bit longer, but you're looking at 20, 25 minutes to get over here and get back. So it's an hour of the day. So we got home last night. It was 10:15 or so. We're trying to be in our rooms at 10. Lights out at 10:30. So that had to get shifted a little bit. But ultimately, everything else is exactly the same. It's just getting over here and getting back. Obviously, the weight room in that tent right now, that was really a nice setup. That's as good as we have back at home to some levels. So we're not missing much.
What's Jordan Davis dealing with, and how long do you expect?
Jordan Davis had a little dehydration thing, so he's going to be fine. He's just got to get through, his day-to-day right now. So we just got to see exactly, where that ends up. He wants to go. He just can't go because of what he just went through.
And then any update on Mizell or Robel?
Robel felt awesome today. Tomorrow's a day off. Mizell said, I rode the elevator down with him this morning. He's like, I can go. Let me go. And I'm like, you're not going because tomorrow's our day off. Let's get through that and then see where we land.
We talked the news for Derek Carr. How did that come to fruition, him joining the staff, and what have you seen from him, adding to the staff?
So much. So Derek went to Fresno. I think he was in the same hallway of the freshman dorm with D-Ray, our GM. I think, who else was in there? Aaron Judge maybe was also on their same hallway. So those 3 guys were sharing a hallway together. And obviously as the time went on, D-Ray went there, Derek went there. And then they ended up just staying in contact, became really close friends, and now he has a place in Newport Beach right down the road. So, I'm going to be around a lot, and I'd love to be able to help out. And I think when Derek Carr asked to help out, the answer is yes.
What was it like having him here today, and what do you think he'll add?
Great. There's just I think it's this ability to communicate with the quarterback in real time, right? And in hostile environments is what he brings to it. And then the pressure that you feel back there as a quarterback, I think it's pretty awesome to hear a different guy's perspective that's done at a very long time at the highest level. So, as he speaks, we certainly listen into what he says he sees or what he thinks the quarterback sees. And those are just things that, we're going to go through the playbook and talk about where we want his eyes, where we want his feet, everything we want to do within the scheme. But then there's this little piece of a guy that says, I know exactly what this feels like at this moment, and that's invaluable.
How involved will Carr be? Will he be at every practice?
He won't be at every practice. No, he won't be at every practice. He's got to fit his schedule. He's got a newborn and a couple other young kids, so he's got to juggle all that. This is sort of the perfect opportunity because he's 15 minutes away from here, which is great. And then I'd say of the spring practices, he decided to come along about halfway. We had 7 left. He was there at 4 of them, of the 7. So he'll be around. He just he has access to film and all those things. So it's just a good good ability to bounce some ideas off.
And for games, will he also be like on the sideline and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Coach, you talked a little bit about connectivity on the field, being a different place in Irvine. How about the connectivity off the field? What do you have in plan? Maybe some camaraderie building, things like that. How important is that building?
It's great. It's great. So tomorrow, that's a big part of what we're about to do. So they get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, and then we head down to the beach and have a cookout out there. Newport Rib Company sponsoring it, and then after that, we are just hanging out together down there. And then when that's done, come back, hang out by the pool a little bit. There's no meetings. There's nothing tomorrow. It's truly a day off. So there'll be a lot of time to get a chance to spend together. There's a game room in a hotel, all these other things that they haven't gotten to yet because they've had no time. But tomorrow will be a good day for them to experience it.
What are your thoughts on the offensive line? Who's standing out and how's it coming along?
Yeah, I thought today was really good. Obviously, Riley and Jordan not out there, is not ideal situation. But at the same point in time, these other guys I think are doing a good job of stepping up. I thought yesterday, there was just a little bit of knockback happening in there, and today they really anchored and cleaned up a lot of the things they had to do. There's a lot, we are now on everything basically put in. All of third down defense went in today, and people were blitzing from everywhere. And I thought they did an unbelievable job of passing that off, and they did an unbelievable job of not allowing the penetration. And I think that's all part of what they have to be able to do. The run game inside, in particular, is phenomenal. Hall continues on the outside to take steps forward, and there's a lot of guys I think that are doing a really good job. We're going to need all of them. So ultimately, nobody could just say I'm the starter and I'm just the backup. They got to keep pushing each other, and they're doing that.
What have you seen from Wayne since he came back?
He looks unbelievable. Again, today he did there's a couple things that he did, I don't want to name the plays and the moments as I was about to do that, but ultimately he's really done a great job. He's explosive. He's just hard to put a pad on. He gets his pad level down. He sees it really, really clean, and then he's a threat out of the backfield, and he does a great job in the protection game. So he's complete. A lot of those guys are though too. So it's just one of those things that that's not a group that we're feeling like we don't have any depth in.
We talked to Daryl yesterday. What's it like having him back in the fold? How amazing it is to have him back on your team?
Yeah, but that's a guy that I said it before to you guys. I want people here that love life, and Daryl absolutely loves life. And I think that the idea of he's funny on the bus, he's funny on the sideline, everywhere he is, he's like having fun and bringing people with him. And when it's time to do the hard things and the tough things, he's able to flip that switch and go do the hard things and the tough things. And that's ultimately what we need him to be able to do. So it's been great to have him around and have him back part of our team.
Do you have any clarity on the backup quarterback battle 6 practices
No,
in?
not at all. No, we're just continuing to ride. We're not making any decisions like that just yet. We're just trying to get reps and get it all in front.
Have you done anything else to facilitate these guys getting to know each other, like, defense rooms with offense, stuff like that, or guys going to different position meeting rooms to talk, or things like that?
Not yet, but we have a whole entire program along those lines that we do. These guys will get up and have a chance to talk about their why. We have the leadership council. We have guys, big brother to other guys that are older guys to younger guys on the team. Then we have the alumni that are mentoring the older guys who are mentoring the younger guys, and just continually trying to interweave this thing, and make it a program and a family, which is what the best ones do.
Last question.
What is the ramp up? Oh, go ahead.
In terms of how important was it to have this open day, have alumni out here, family out here, just for the community?
Yeah, I think it was awesome. We came down to an alumni event earlier at one of our alums' houses over here in Newport Beach, and it was unbelievable. Like, the amount of people down in this area that are supportive of this program is great. So for us to be able to be down here, open it up for them. I don't know how many were here, and there were 2 flag football teams here as well. Like, there was a lot of alums, and then it was really great to see Nick Pasquale they gave away this grant today to Wyatt Mosier in honor of Nick's life. His brother AJ did that, and pretty special moment, I think, for the whole team to just see what it means to be a walk-on and fight through things and eventually do what he did. And obviously his life will live on within this program forever.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you guys.